Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1, 2. Hello everybody, welcome along here to round 4 of Formula 4. We are at Austria tonight, the Red Bull Ring. I'm just waiting for a few more guys to join, the boys to get readied up. Hopefully everything's working as it should be. It's a bit of a late call up tonight. Wasn't expecting to be doing commentating for you guys tonight. Should have been in the seat. So anyone in the chat, just give us a bit of a comment if you would, please. Make sure that you can hear me loud and clear and everything looks to be okay. It'd be much appreciated. Just check Discord just to see if everything is okay that end. I think we're just waiting for a few invites to come through for some of the guys who bear with us, and we will get underway as soon as we possibly can. We shouldn't be too much longer. Obviously a few people, we got an update out this morning on the game, so a couple of people still having to do the update as well, which was quite big on the PS4 version. PS5 wasn't too bad, but we're just going to give everyone a couple of minutes grace. Boys in now. I'm just waiting for one or two more. I think there's one or two that's due to join during quali itself. Hopefully they'll be underway fairly soon. 17 in the lobby at the moment. We'll have a few reserves in tonight. Hopefully they will have the reserve delivery on and it won't be glitched out. That'll make my life slightly easier. We'll I said previously, I haven't necessarily planned on doing comms for you tonight, so it is a little bit off the cuff, this one. So you guys will have to just bear with me for a minute. I'll just switch back to Discord. Okay, we've got the go-ahead for access, so let's get into it. Let's make sure this is all still working. So, hello, good evening everybody. Welcome along to round 4 of the Formula 4 European side of the division. We are in Austria for this evening's race at the Red Bull Ring at Spielberg / Styria. We've got a 4.3 kilometre, 2.6 mile track tonight, 10 corners, 3 to the left, 7 to the right. First winner of this track was Jackie Ickx back in 1970 in a Ferrari. Current lap record is held by Carlos Sainz in the 2020 McLaren, 1:05.6. We've got some action on the track, so let me put up some details for you and get this underway. We've got a lot of guys jumping out the pits quite quickly. We could possibly maybe have some weather on the way. Might be a reason for the quick jump out of the pits. We'll keep an eye on it. Doesn't look overly sunny. Looks a bit murky. There's almost pretty much everybody out of the garage. About 18 drivers. I would say that is maybe an indication that the rain is on its way. Validated that. So riding on board with Total P has just been validated. Let's see if we can find somebody. Follow up William. Willem. That's been validated here this time. We've got Iestyn, who's on the lap. I think he's going to be one of the first here. Set his time. settled in. So, Iestyn, PWS, that's the first time then. Iestyn the 106.9 for an opening lap. That's going to be Iestyn next. The 104.1. Andy set a 103. Loft goes into pole of the 103.7. All shot down to the 140. Coming thick and fast now. On board LP that he's getting validated, so let's go with Canic Chaos. And here's the rain, as we said, as I said at the start, it's coming. For those boys that have already got their laps in, Canic Chaos goes 9th for the 104.5. What have we got coming round next into the last couple of corners? It's Ramsell. Ramsell's just about going to get this lap in. Get that DRS wide open. We've got the 10th for the 104.5. Got a couple of cars coming around the last corner now. Turn 10 here. PWS has already set a lap. Is he going to go quicker? He doesn't. He's got a bit of a fight here. Total P gets to set a time. Does so with a 103.8, puts himself into P2. And he goes again. So bear with me here because it's everybody being out on the track at once. We've got LPE 91, Drofters next to yet to set a time. Drofters is here, yeah. The LP's the furthest along, we'll stay with this one for a minute. The rain is falling. Extremist now. LP moves himself up to 14th. Where's Drofters? There's Drofters. Just into turn 7 here. Turn 8 the right hander. Heading down into turn 9. What's the braking going to be like? Don't need too much here. Watch these curves. Keep it just about. It's a little wide on the entrance into 10. Or is it too late for Drofters? Drofters goes into 8. So not bad from Drofters. We will see. We might already have our Q1 grid already. This is going to only get wetter as we continue on through this session. Who's out on the track now? That's Drofters, I think, getting out of the way. Let's see if we've got anyone coming round. Or have they all decided that that is that for the slip? Drofters is still trying to push, but there's evident sign there. It's just getting a little bit too wet for these soft tyres now. So this could have been the most explosive couple of minutes qualifying that we've seen. So currently in the drop zone, Willem, PWS, LPE, the extremist is gone. So everybody bar one of the Hello Kitty cars of Drofters is in the pit, but Drofters is now pulling himself in. So Iron Sloth sitting top of the pile at the moment on a 103.5, so good lap time from Iron Sloth. Total P's in second, 103.8. Andy in third with a 103.9. All shot down in fourth with a 104.0. Energetics in fifth, a 104.1. Mazepin with a 104.1 in sixth. Callum Tyler in seventh, a 104.2. Drofters a 104.4 in eighth. Bloomster in ninth, a 104.4. Bannister in 10th, a 104.514. Look how close that is between him and Canic Chaos. A 104.515. For Chaos, exactly the same time as XS in 12th, for 104.515 as well. Ramsell in 13th, 104.577. Chewy Racing in 14th, for 104.610. And we have the Extremist in 15th, for 104.399. LPE 105.3 in 16th. PWS in 17th, 105.3, and Willem in 18th on a 109, I think that is. 328. So who's that just gone out? That is one of the golf cars. And it is Chewy Racing. He's gone back out on a slick, so this is a very brave move from Chewy. It's currently safe. Just don't want to be wrecking that car. This is a very risky move from Chewy, I think. Nobody's got the inters on yet though. DRS is disabled. There's a sign that it is now definitely 100% inters. I don't think these guys are going to really improve now, so if you don't think you can improve, the best thing to be doing now is to be retiring from the session and we can move on. A few of the guys do grayed out the top left side of the screen. Grayed out guys means that they've retired from the session. For anybody new watching, if we've got anyone watching from the pits, give us a little update in the comments about what the weather's going to be like for the rest of qualifying and the race. I don't mind a little heads up, or you can keep me guessing, I don't mind. So currently, nobody on the track with 8 minutes 40 seconds to go. So, whilst they're doing this, I'm going to switch to the Discord quickly, and I will tell you what, I will give you a little rundown of the standings. Give me a second, and I will find them. So currently as it sits, Total Peas is in first place with 63 points, I Am Sloth is in second place with 54 points, Drofters is in third with 45 points, Chewy Racing is in fourth with 40 points, XS is in fifth place with 38 points, Infamous Pillars is in sixth with 32 points, Energetics is in seventh with 29 points, Extremist in eighth with 27 points, Energetics has got 29, All Shot Down in ninth with 23, PWS in 10th with 21, Andy in 11th with 16, tied with TGG Sean, who's also got 16th in 12th, Glock is in 13th with 14 points, Callum Tyler holds 14th place at the moment with 11 points, tied with Crazy Bill who's in 15th with 11 points, LPE is in 16th place with 10 points, Mazda Spin is in 17th with 9 points, Bannister in 18th with 9 points also, Canet Chaos in 19th with 7 points, and Ramsel yet to score, currently last with 0 points. That is the drivers' standings. I can give you the pot standings because we do a pot system here with Formula 4. It's a bit different from other people. We have 4 pots of 5 drivers making up the custom teams. So, pot 1 drivers, currently, Total Peas is leading the pot 1 drivers from I Am Sloth, from Droppers, from Pillars, from Glock. Pot 2 drivers, XS is leading that one from The Extremist, from Andy, from TGG Sean, from Crazy Bill. Pot 3 is Chewy Racing leading the way, Energetics in second, All Shot Down in third, Callum Tyler in fourth, and LP in fifth. Who was that last? Just saw go to the track. Nobody. Won't let me go to it. Anyway, pot 4, so PWS is leading that one from Mazda Spin, from the Bannister, from Canet Chaos, and from Ramsel. So that's your pots. What have we got here? So the Constructors Championships, now like I said, we do run slightly different here. So they are using multiplayer car, these lads. There's 5 teams, which 4 pots of drivers make up. So we have got Jaguar Racing, Rockstar Racing, Golf Racing, Hello Kitty Racing, and Monster Energy. And currently, that is the order, I believe, of the standings of the constructors at the moment. So it's Jaguar Racing leading the way with 110 points, Rockstar Racing in P2 with 99, Golf in P3 with 92. Hello Kitty in 4th with 90 points. And Monster Energy bringing up the rear with 84 points. Now, for those of you who don't know, we do also run an Australian side of this league who also run the same teams. So both teams from Europe and Oceania get combined for a combined constructors. So currently, combined constructors, Monster Energy team leads with 215 points. Rockstar Racing is second with 212. Hello Kitty is third with 199. Fourth is Jaguar with 189, and fifth is Golf Racing with 172. Although the Australian boys did do their race this morning, so points will have already been allocated for them, but the standings are not updated yet, so they will be updated in a week. So that is it then. The boys have decided enough's enough, and that was all she wrote for Q1. Good evening, Drofters. Nice to see you. Obviously, I hope you're tuning into the stream. Can you just clarify that everything's coming through loud and clear and everything looks fine for me? I'll take a quick screenshot of this in case we need it. Fully laid up. So we've got a chance of rain at the end of Q2 and Q3, Drofters are saying. And everything looks good. Excellent job, that's what we like to see. Excuse the dog in the background if you can hear him barking. I can't get up to go and shut him up. Hopefully someone shall do that shortly. But Q2 is now underway, and it is bone dry by the looks of things here. So who's the first to brink? Looks like a Jaguar racing car of Andy heading out onto the track. As you can see, it is totally bone dry. So we've got a whole 2 or 3 people. So we've got Andy leading out, followed by the Monster Energy driver of Bannister, followed by his teammate of, let me find him, all shot down, followed by the Golf Racing driver of Mazepin, or Mazepin, whichever you like to call him. His teammate in Chewy Racing is now next behind him. We've got a Rockstar, I think, yes, a Rockstar car of I Am Sloth, followed by one of the Hello Kitty cars, Drofters, followed by another Rockstar car of Kennet Chaos, followed by a reserve of Bloomster. So let's go back up to the top. Andy's now putting it back in the box, so it is going to be Bannister that's going to be the first one to set a competitive lap time, if he can keep it clean. So we'll ride on board with him. Down into turn 2, this little kink is actually called turn 2. We're going to now heavy on the brakes. Turn 3, tricky right-hander, very easy to lose it on the exit here. Traction is an issue. Into the second DRS zone. Down into a hard braking for right-hander of turn 4. A little bit wide, but picked up the power nicely. Not a bad job. So we now come through 5 into 6 here, the left-hander. Run it out wide into 7. Second left-hander. 8 is this little right kink. Now we're going to drop down into the final 2 corners of the track. High-speed right-handers here of 9. Watch these curves on the outside. Watch that inside curve of 10. We'll straighten it up. Somebody's wheel is on the track. That has got to be Mazepin. He's already lost the wheel. And Bannister goes first. All shot down. Now gone second with the 104. Chewy's invalidated his lap. So we'll go to Drofters is going to be the next guy. The Hello Kitty. I think he just backed off a little bit there though. So not representative from Drofters. 106.1. I am Sloth as a 1:11.7, that's definitely not representative from him. Panic Chaos has got an invalidated lap. So we've got Excess now, exit the final corner. Let's see what he can do on the soft tyre. There's a 1:05.9. Well, it doesn't seem to have put that time up on the board for him. Total Peas is out there. We need to have a watch now as well. Oh, Total Peas has lost it. So, exit of turn 1. Now that did catch a lot of people out in the Australian division earlier this morning. And it has caught Total Peas out here, so we are going to lose Total Peas and Mazepin from this session straight away. Unfortunate for them, so that is, I think that's Total Peas, I think, was the championship leader, so I think we've lost the championship leader already in Q2. Let's see who we've got coming round. Chewy, validated again. I am Sloth goes pole, that's a better lap from Sloth, 1:03.5, sector 3 yellow. Here we've got to come around the last corner here, it's one of the Rockstar, Monster Energy cars, sorry, of Excess. He sets a 1:05.945, puts him into P5. So currently Sloth from Bannister, Mallshot down from Bloomster, from Excess from Drofters. Only 6 cars to set a lap time, so let's see if we can find somebody out on track. Ramsel is on an out lap, so he's just warming up. Who's this? Andy. He's gone purple, sector 1. And sector 2, shall I say. Into the last turn now, turn 10. He's got the mediums on though. Droster's the only other guy to set a time with the mediums. He does a 1:06.1, puts him P7. No, sorry. What was that? Goes a 10, sorry, goes a first with a 1:03.5. So great lap time there from Andy. Chewy Racing starting his lap now. We've got Sloth's going to be coming in. Excess is going to be putting this one in the box too. So Ramsels looks like he's the next one on his time lap. Driving for the Hello Kitty team. Very fetching livery. I kind of like it. I have to say it is my favourite. Shouldn't be biased, but I am. I do like this livery. It's very good design. Nice helmet as well there with a sort of galaxy looking appearance to it. So right on board into these fast 2 rights. That's 9. This is 10. You get to set a time, Ramsel, so he needs this one. Let's see what he does. He does a 1:04.4. So not a bad time for Ramsel. And he's on his way back in. So there's another Hello Kitty car next along. Drofters on an out lap. So it's Chewy Racing behind him, who's definitely on a cool down lap. He's just way off the pace. Energetics, Hello Kitty team is on an out lap. All shot down on an out lap here as well. Panic Chaos on an out lap too. So let's get in some of these guys. We'll set it in turn 1. Bloomster. Ramsel just done his lap time. Oh, we've got a problem at turn 1 again. Who is that? Let's see. Who is it? It's a Hello Kitty car. It's Drofters. Is that Drofters? He was Drofters. I'm sure that's Drofters. We'll see this car. If it doesn't go, we'll see his teammate sat out on the right hand side there. There he is. It is Drofters. So we have lost Total Peas and Drofters, 2 of the front runners in this league. In Q2, that turn 1 is really causing people issues today. See it, about 3 or 4 guys had trouble there in the Australian side of the league this morning. Really catching them out. We've lost 2 from it here so far already. Let me get back with it. Getting a bit excited there. And Bloomster's set another lap time of 1:04.3. Handel's putting this one in the pit. Callum's on his out lap, so Energetics is the one. Next one, Hello Kitty Racing. Into turn 7. Right under turn 8. Flat on the gas here. So you go into 8. Now he's going to hold it in 7. Drops it back to 6 for the first right under. Drops it to 5th, 4th even. Quick shift to 4th through that right under there. So Energetics goes 8 for the 1:05.327, also on the medium tyre. And Chaos has invalidated his lap. Bloomster's out just under 2.2 down on his previous lap. Is he going to box it or is he going to continue? No, he is going to continue this lap, so he's hoping to have found a bit of pace in the final sector. That wheel still set on the track from Mazepin. 104.1 from Bloomster. That one is that excess going across the line there. 105.9 in ninth. We've got Callum Tyler just getting out of the way of Energetic. Energetic virtually on the same pace as he was the previous lap, although that's just changed. He's now gone a second faster, and I think there's a purple sector 2 for Energetic, so it's looking good. Let's see if he can keep it together through this last bit, or gets a bit of a tank slapper. He goes P5 with a 104.1. Brewster's 0.3 up on his lap here, so the reserve driver in this reserve livery. Nice to see that the reserve livery is working correctly this week. We've had a few issues with it over the first few rounds. Bloomster improves, so he goes 103.9, puts himself up to P3. I think there was an improvement there also from excess, was there? Who have we got out there now? So Callum Tyler on his run. Just goes past one of the Hello Kitty cars and gets nicely out of his way. So Canuck Chaos, the only one yet to set a time, who's still in the session. We've lost Total P's, Mazepin and Droftus from this session, although Droftus did get a lap in. So he might get through, but he won't take part in Q1 if that is the case. So here we go then, on board with Callum Tyler. Let's see what he can do. He's going to hit that invisible wheel. He's moved himself into P10 and definitely has put Droftus out. Droftus is definitely... Oh, you see there you go, that's turn 1. Nearly catching Tyler out as well. Who have we got coming around the last bend now? He is one of the Monster Energy cars of excess. He puts himself up into P3 on a 103.7 on the mediums. Bloomster's entering the pits. Callum Tyler still out there, but not improving. I'm sure he's going to box this time for a new set of tyres. Chewy racing on his outlap here. So we'll stick on board with Chewy for a minute. And have a little bit of an off-board shot, shall we? See this beautiful Golf livery racing. Or Golf racing livery, should I say. Got it the wrong way round. He's into 6 or 7 here. These double lefts in the middle of the track. Turn 8 is the right hander there. Once again, turn 9 here. Fast entry here. Got to be really careful. He looks nice and tidy there. Let's go across the line. What is he going to improve? He doesn't improve because he was on an outlap. So he's just starting his lap now. We'll stick with him. Let's ride on board. Up the hill. Up into this tight turn 3. Very nicely on the power there. No sign of traction loss at all. Although one thing to note with this league is there are no restrictions on the general assists. You can run traction control, you can run ABS should you wish to, so some of these guys you'll find will be running it, some of these guys might not be. So Chewy's gone purple in sector 1, sector 2. Just coming into turn 9 now, Andy's retired from the session. He's happy with that time he's done. What can Chewy do then? Chewy moves himself up to 6 with a 104.0. Let's see if we can catch who's next coming around. No shot downs on an outlap, so who is that? That must be Bloomster in the reserve livery. Who's that off here? Chewy's lost it at turn 1. Doesn't look like he's got any damage. But turn 1. Catching Chewy out as well, so it's definitely one thing to be watching for in the race. So we've got a little bit of a lull here. Bloomster is on an out lap. Well, one of the monster cars just literally disappeared off the track map. And it is all shot down, who is actually on a lap. He's just gone purple through that sector. And sets the free now. Final corner. Nice line. They're all shot down. I've got that DRS wide open. He puts himself P4 with a 103.8 on the mediums, if you don't mind. Sure, he's now going to be boxing. So the only other car we've got out there is Callum Tyler, just on an out lap, driving for the Rockstar Racing team. Nice orange livery. Brakes glowing red there, you saw, through the wheel rims. Heavy braking zone of turn 4 that was. In this double left section again here, 67. He's run wide there, through 8, so that's lucky he wasn't on a flyer lap there. He's going to box it though. Maybe he was on a flyer lap. I don't know, telemetries are playing funny buggers today. Bit of recent update to the game this morning. Not quite sure what they've done, and what they've improved and what they've broken. I can never seem to get it right. And that is the end of Q2 then. So that went by in a flash. Let's just screenshot this. So we have lost Drofters, Canet Chaos, Total P's and Mazepin, or Mazepin, 11th, 12th and 13th. So Drofters, one of the front runners, going to be starting 11th here. Can have the free choice on tyres though. Andy with a great lap, 103.5 to take the first position there on the mediums, followed by Slough on the softs, XS on the mediums, third, all shot down in fourth on the mediums, Boomster, the reserve driver in fifth on the mediums, so good job from him. Two soft runners followed him, and another couple on the mediums. So they will have to start this race, as long as it's dry, on those tyres that they did qualify in Q2. For anyone that isn't quite aware of the rules. So into Q3, and we do have a dry track once again. So let's see who's going to be first to blink here, and let's see what the times are going to be. This is the game time for these guys. No more messing around. It's probably 2 runs you'll see these guys do here. Maybe one slight banker to start with, and then a complete flat out as fast as they can go lap. So it's Slough who's leaving the pits first in the Rockstar car. Number 32, he's sporting here, toggling his DRS, just doing a systems check on that. A few more cars leaving the box now. Ryan Slough wasn't going to wait. He's going to get out there and get his lap in. Quite nice spacing actually by the looks of the track map from some of these boys. You don't want to be too close. Dirty air off the back of the car in front can really cause you trouble, especially for this section where Slough is now. So here we go then. Slough is going to be the first one to start setting his time. There's a little racy coming out of that turn, wasn't he? Nice ride on board. He's not flat on the throttle, look, you can see by his throttle trace here. Only half on the throttle, so this isn't going to be a representative lap for Slough. So I'm going to move away from him. We've got our invalidated track map. So who is that? It's one of the golf racing cars with Chewy. I think even though Sloth might set the time, I might push him. Sort of stay on board with Chewy. Rising up the hill into turn 3. See how he takes it. Nice. Again, no sign of traction loss. That's a very tricky point on the track. Down here into turn 4 then. Again, nicely on the power. Nice short shift. A little bit of traffic up ahead, which is obviously Sloth, but Sloth looks like he's getting going now, so Chewy has just gone purple in that sector. He comes over the crest of the hill into turn 9, down into turn 10. So Sloth sets a 109.4, so that is definitely sandbagging from Sloth. Chewy now takes over the lead with a 104.4. Probably going to be pretty fast across the line here now. So Energetics does a 103.7, XS does a 103.72, so XS goes in second. Callum Tyler now up to 4th for 104.275. Shot down, unfortunately got a validation. So let's have a look at the banister. Rockstar Energy Racing Team. Going to come across the line and set a good time of 104.2, put himself into P3. He's got a Rockstar Racing car now, Sloth. Is he pushing on this lap? Let's see. A 103.591, yes he is. There's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Chewy's gone again here. A little bit off his time, but can he improve? No, I don't think he did. So, Energetics goes pole. Luther set 103.947, put himself into P4. Energetics still holding that pole position on 103.227. Got Ramsell, but he's got a tracking validation, so this one's not going to count. Callum Tyler trying to get in the pit box. Banister's down on his time, so he's going to be boxing this lap, and he's on an out lap. He's up behind him. That's Sloth pushing again. He might have been getting a little bit of a cheeky toe off of Andy here. He was up and backed off of it. So Sloth, after going purple, has backed out of it. Sloth was going quicker there. He has got a bit more in the bag. Chewy has gone again. He's about 0.2 above the previous time, so he's got a box as he goes. Who have we got here? That's got to be the Boomster. He's going to put this in the box. Hello Chitty of Energetics is also going to be boxing that one. So we've got Ramsell on the lap. He's gone purple in sector 1. He's coming into this double right now to close out his lap. Currently P6. 104.2. Let's see if he improves. It doesn't say that he did. 104.2 still. Ramsell has got a tracking validation now. So that's the Jaguar racing car of Andy. Just gone purple in that sector. Into the final couple of corners now. Stay off that sausage curve, which he does. Get this power down, DRS well open, and Andy goes pole with a 103.133. So Andy's putting down the marker. Good lap from Andy there. That's Ramsell. Validated lap. All shot downs now, just leaving the pits. Yet to set a time, the only one out of these 10 that haven't set a time yet. So we'll give all shot down a bit of air time here in the Rockstar Energy. got a bit of traffic in front of him. That's Andy, but I'm sure he's going to get out of the way nicely. If he catches him at all. There he is, just coming through the foreground. The camera cuts away, so I'll manually put it back on board with all shot down. We're about to go live on a lap. Oh, I guess we're a bit curved there, actually. So here we go then, across the line, down up into turn 1. Hit your braking point, tip it in, watch that sausage curve. Not too greedy on the exit, track limits are very strict there at that point. Flat out now with the DRS open. Up through 2, heavy braking into 3. Let's see what his traction is like. Yeah, seems alright. Open up that DRS for the second DRS zone. Full speed ahead, 8th gear. We're going to drop down into turn 4 now, back down to 3rd gear, about 70 miles an hour on the entry. Exiting up through the gears, will we touch 8? Not quite. 7th back to 5th through 6th. 6th gear through turn 7. A little bit of curve there through 8. And then into the fast. Right hander of turn 9. It does go 8 back to 7th. Back to 5th here. A little bit of curve, he got away with it. Opens up that DRS. All shot down, sets the time of 1:03.532, puts him into P3, so good lap from all shot down. Let's see if now we can pick up who else is coming around. Got all shot down's teammate, who is I think is the Bannister. He's up on the time, up on the split, through sector 2. Rockstar Energy Racing. Monster Energy Racing, sorry, not Rockstar. Comes across the line, 1:39. This is his time so far, P7. So he's on his way now. We're currently, looking at the table here, the only Jaguar out there is Andy. We've got Energetics and Ramsel for the Hello Kitties. We have got All Shot Down, Access and the Bannister for this Monster Energy team. We've got Sloth and Callum Tyler for the Rockstar Racing, and the lone golf racing car of Chewy. Bannister's now gone purple in sector 2. It looks like a decent lap coming from Bannister. Stick on board for a minute. Through the final turn. Again, gets away with taking quite a lot of the inside curve there. Normally that unsettles the car, but it's got away with it. Puts himself up into P5 with a 1:03.6. Who have we got coming around next? That's one of the Rockstar cars, excuse me. It is Sloth, and he has gone purple through sector 2. So let's see what Sloth can do. We know he's got a bit of time in the bank. Expect to see him move up. He does, but only to P3, 1:03.2. Who's that after him? Chewy. P7, 1:03.9. So the reserve of Bloomster about to cross the line, currently P8. Can he improve on that? He does, to P7 on 1:03.8. Hello Kitty car of Ramsel, he's invalidated. So we've got the Monster Energy car of Bannister. Is he going to be coming in? He is coming in. He's putting in the box. So we've got the lone Jaguar of Andy out there. He's on an out lap. So he's just about to start a lap. He is currently sitting pole with a 1:03.1. He's only got himself to beat at this point in time. The way he goes. Oh, nearly caught him out there with that inside curb. Got away with it. Got 19 seconds left of this session, so Sloth goes pole, the 1:03.1, nice lap, there it is. We knew he had a bit more in him. It seems that he did. quick look back actually. Energetics or Hello Kitty, currently third. Is he going to improve? He does. He goes pole with a 1:03.083. Great lap from Energetics. Boomstar seventh with a 1:03.717 still. Ramsell's on an invalidated lap, so this is going to be the end of Ramsell. He's going to be P9. Tyler's on a lap, but let's stick on ball with Andy. Andy is going faster. It's a bit wide there though. Yeah, and it's invalidation, so that's Andy done. Who was that? Callum Tyler, I think it was next to long it is. So currently sat P10, Callum. So he needs a really good last sector here. Try and get himself up the order a bit. Just about hangs on to the car. Can he improve? He does. Only P9 though. Excess sticks it in the pits. Who have we got coming along here? Don't have any telemetry for Roomster. Is he on a lap? Is he not on a lap? Please tell me. Come on. No, I think this is his AI driving, to be honest. So I think Sloth is the only one out there without a checkered flag. But he was on his way in, so I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that will be our starting grid for Energetic. He's going to take pole and the 2 points that go along with it. It's a great lap from Energetics. A 1:03.083. Sloth will be P2 on a 1:03.133. Andy in P3. Screenshot this. There we go. See, as I said, yep, Energetics first, Sloth second, Andy third, XS in fourth with a 1:03.4, Allshot down in fifth on a 1:03.532, Bannister in sixth on a 1:03.683, seventh is Bloomster, the reserve driver, on a 1:03.717, Chewy Racing in P8 on a 1:03.930, ninth Callum Tyler on a 1:04.048, 10th is Ramsell on a 1:04.268, so 1.185 seconds separate the top 10 here in Formula 4, round 4 Austria. And let's see what the weather's going to be like for the race. I don't think we've had anyone tell us in the chat. So we shall see. We'll also get a first good look at what tyres everybody's going to start on, so we'll have a little rundown of that on the formation lap in a minute. And we just wait for the boys to ready up, choose their strategies, their tyre strategies for the race. I think it's a 36 lap race? I'm pretty sure it's a 36 lap race. We'll confirm that in a second. I'm sure it's 36 laps. Dry conditions, as you can see from our shots of the pit lane. There's no umbrellas out from the crowd above the pit wall. Some blue sky over there in the distance. So with a bit of luck, this is going to be a dry race. Although I have to say personally, I do like a bit of rain. Spices it up a bit. Sometimes sorts the men from the boys. So let's have a look. Let's stick up the tyres. We'll stick up the data. So we'll go through the running order. Energetics is going to start pole on the medium. Sloth is in P2, also on the medium. Andy in P3 on the medium too. XS in P4 on the medium. All shot down in 5th on the medium. First of the soft runners is a Bannister. On the softs there in P6, the reserve driver of Bloomstar is going to go on the medium from P7. Another set of softs now from Chewy Racing, the Golf car in P8. Callum Tyler has got the mediums fitted in P9. Ramsell, the softs in P10. Tyre strategy is in the bottom of your screen now. Gottis has been disqualified for some reason, but he has soft on. Mechanic Chaos goes from 12th on the mediums. Total P's from 13th on the mediums. Mazepin from 14th on the mediums. Extremist from 15th on the mediums. LPE from 16th on the mediums. PWS from 17th on the mediums. And Willem gambling at the back on those softs. So they will now go Who's that off the track? Is that the Extremist? No, who is that? Is that Canet Chaos? It is Canet Chaos. Not quite sure what Canet Chaos is doing. He's been disqualified though and reset to the grid. So let's have a look. Let's get back up to these front runners. These front boys are now taking their spots. So 2 stops potentially here. As you probably saw across the bottom, soft, medium. Safety car dependent though, and it is 36 laps. We do have that in the top right. So here we go then. We've got some lights. Do we have any revs? This is a common thing. So we've got no revs, we've got 5 lights, we've got some revs now, and we are go! Good start from Energetics. Sloth still there in P2, Andy in P3, maybe some contact further down. The downside when you're running solo comms, you can't quite keep up with it. Andy looking for a move up the inside of Sloth into turn 3 with a 3 wide in the background. Something's going to go wrong here in the background. Let's flick down, let's see if we can catch some of it, and there it is, it's all kicking off. Chewy racing in the Golf, getting it a little bit wrong there. Back at the front, Energetics is just trying to make a break. Andy has got into second, he's got past Sloth. Looking a bit loose though, Andy's car. Sloth having to look back up the inside of him here. Thinks better of it. Mazepin gets past Bannister. Whole shot down's got past Excess. Excess is dropping like flies. Excess as he lost it completely on the exit. He lost it there somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, he's got some damage as well to Excess. Unfortunately losing it through turn 7. Whether there was any contact, I don't know. It says Ramsey was in the lead on the timing tree, but he's not. He's still extreme energetic, sorry. He's got the lead. Timing tree's giving me a bit of a run around here. Andy's going for the lead now by the looks of it. I'm sure that's him. Yep, so Andy's now getting past Energetics on the inside up to turn 4. Energetics isn't giving us up though. He got stuck in here though. Lost slows him down. So building up a bit of a gap already, these front 3. There we go, the timing tree seems to have come back to life now. We've got a yellow in sector 2, that is one of the Rockstar cars off the track. Who is that? Is that Canet Chaos? Let me flick back and let's see. It is Canet Chaos. Let's just have a look, see if he's got any damage. It doesn't look that way, so he's going to be able to carry on, although actually he's got a DNF against his name now, which is pretty strange, because his car is still on the track. I'm just going to stay with this one for a second, guys. Sorry, I know the racing is going on at the front, but we do have strict rules here, and that is Canet Chaos's car getting in the way of Excess there. Hit and quit is a penalty. Quitting on track is also a penalty, so Canet Chaos should be in trouble for that one. Back up in the front, Energetics has the lead back from Andy. Sloth still there too, so these front 3 trying to make a break for it. All shots down, trying to get in the hunt though. Ramsell's up into P5. Got Callum Tyler, Total P's, and Drophus. 4 cars together here. So it's a Hello Kitty sandwich. Callum Tyler and Total P's in the middle of it. Mazepin goes past LP. B, goes 10th. True Racing's got past Bannister back there as well. See some of these gaps settle down in a minute, and it'll be a bit easier for me. There's going to be a move at the front though, because I'm looking at the timing tree. So Andy's gone back for the lead. Got Energetic. DRS zone now. Chewy's retired from the session. That's turn 1 by the looks of it, unless that's in the pit lane. Can't see from here. Got the track map. His dot is stuck on the inside of turn 1 by the looks of it. That is that nasty spot I've been telling you about the whole session. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a crash. Unfortunately, don't have it on the screen. Oh, hang on a minute. Andy's up the inside of Energetics here. That got a bit brutal, didn't it? Let's go back to Andy's point of view. Oh, Energetics has a poor exit. Gives Andy the chance to get up the inside. But no. Energetics got some great straight line speed on that car. He got a bit naughty on the exit because he was off the track. Should have probably yielded. We've got another spinner. Who's that? It is... Who was that? From the Hello Kitty cars. It was Ramsel. Exit of turn 1. Again, catching him out. And he looks like he's got wing damage as well. Yeah, he has got wing damage. He's missing his wing completely, so Ramsel will need to stop. Starting to spread out a little bit now. I am Sloth leading this one from Energetics, from Andy, from all shot down, from Total P's, that's the top 5. And the front 3 are beginning now to break away. They've got like a 1.7 second gap to all shot down in 4th. You can see him in the distance. Just needs to keep his head down here, all shot down. Try and get up to the battle. Let's see where Total P's is. Total P's is hot on his tail. Also Droftus there. Close on the back of Total P's as well. Have a little look from Droftus' point of view. He's got a bit of a gap. 2-second gap back to Callum Tyler. Yellow in sector 3 now. It could be Ramsel just entering the pit. Total P's gets past, all shot down here. Using that DRS to good effect. Oh, who's that? That's Andy. Andy's lost it. Or there's been contact at the front between these 3. I would guess it's probably between Energetics and Andy, if there was any. Don't hold me to it, we didn't see it. But Andy is out. So we've lost Andy, one of the front 3 of this pack. Total P's now the one to be given the chase to the front 2. Little squirrely from Energetics there. Who's that as well? We've also lost. Oh, that was Andy's car. Sorry. So look at this. Droftus into P4 from P11 on the grid. Great opening 6 laps from Droftus on those soft tyres. He will be the one that starts to feel the effects of the tyre wear first though. So we'll keep an eye on Droftus to see what he can do throughout this race. Let's see what other battles we've got going on. We've got a bit of a close battle here between the Extremist and LPE. Extremist closing in the back. Energetics is still on the back of Sloth up the front as well. Probably just that shade bit closer. Just some air time to some other people. The Extremist in this Rockstar Racing car. Down into turn 4, looking at the back of LPE. Getting very, very close there. Very close indeed. He's got a decent gap behind him, so he doesn't need to do anything too stupid. Needs to settle into this one. Oh, and as I say it, commentator's curse. It's going to take out... Oh, who was that? PWSN, was it? No, it was LPE. So as I say it, the Extremist goes for a spin. Pushing a little bit too hard, maybe on the limit. Total P's gets the penalty. We'll run through them a bit later, so we'll just watch as they'll flick up, but we'll go through them later, because they're not going to matter for a minute until we get towards the closing stages. Energetics, really doing a good job here actually, keeping on the back of Sloth. Sloth is definitely no slouch, very, very good, quick racer Sloth is. Normally top of most of the trees in terms of the time trial stuff. Often you'll see him there. Depending on who you've got as your friends, but he's often top of mind. So Energetics doing a good job to keep hold of him here. A little bit squirrely there from Iron Sloth, lost a bit of traction. This is going to give Energetics a bit of a run here. Is Sloth feeling the pressure just slightly? This is where Energetics now needs to get a good run. Got the DRS wide open. Don't do it into turn 1. Doesn't get a good run here now and do it up into turn 3. DRS is wide open, Total Peas is coming though. In the background we see in there the Jaguar racing car, and here we go, here's the move. Energetics up the inside, Sloth late on the brake, so bit of contact, but nothing too extreme there. Clean enough. And look how Total Peas is closed in while those two were messing about slightly. Total Peas is right there. Let's have a look from Total Peas point of view here. So this is some first class racing at the front here. So we've got the Rockstar racing car, leads the Hello Kitty car, leads the Jaguar car. Where is Droftus? There he is, just exiting turn 7. Droftus can see this going on in front of him. He's going to want a bit of this, I'm sure of it, knowing Droftus. He's certainly got the pace to be there, just on that different compound of tyre. No penalty coming up there for LP. So here we go, this is going to be a battle here. Sloth's the only one without the DRS. We've got a perfect shot of it here. And watch how P's closed up. Last lap he literally climbed all over the back of these two. And these two were squabbling for this corner here. He's just got this decent run in. That's what he needs to do now, cut it tight. Oh, Energetics puts his car in the right position to block it though. A good bit of driving from Energetics. Don't really much about it, I'm not sure. And look at Sloth. Look how much he's hampered there by the two cars around him, Energetics and Total Peas, who were on board with having the DRS. So Energetics has got that move done around the outside. He's done what Alex Albon couldn't do a couple of years ago. I think someone else in this year's race as well. Memory is gone though. I know Charles definitely did make that move 6, but somebody else got that move wrong this year as well. So Energetics has got the lead back from Sloth, from Total Peas. Let's have a flick down the order and see what else is going on. Droftus in a world of his own really. He's 1.8 seconds back from Total Peas and 5.6 seconds ahead of Mazepin, who is about half a second in front of Callum Tyler. So we've got a little bit of a battle going on for 5th and 6th. That's a terrible line from Callum Tyler though. Run that one right out wide. Bloomster's currently P7. We've got LP in 8, all shot down to 9th now after a good show early on in the race. He was up to 4th, back down to 9th now. Extremist now 10th, TWSM back to 11th, Willem in 12th, Access in 13th, Ramsel in 14th, the Bannister in 15th. We've currently lost Andy, Chewy and Canuck Chaos from this race. Battle still on at the front here, although Total Peas has now got through. And he is now dropping the hammer. He borrowed Lewis's hammer and he has dropped it because he is away. He's managed to pull 0.7 on Sloth and Energetics this lap. Not quite sure how he got the lead. As we were looking at other people, let's try and be fair here and give everyone a bit of a show in. This is definitely the closest battle on track here. Got sector 3 yellow. That is one of the Jaguar cars. Who is that? Let's see if we can flip through it and see. It's going to be getting going again, and it was PWSM and PWF. He's made a bit of an error. Is he going in? No. He's just kind of sitting around in the line a bit, trying to see if he's got any damage on his car. Doesn't look like it. He's now fallen down to last. He needs to recoup, regather his thoughts, keep a calm head and get back on with the race. Total Peas still leading this one from Iron Sloth from Energetics. Where's Droftus now? Is he closing in? He is closing in slightly on these front 3. Got the gap down to 1.4 now. It's 1.7 a few laps ago, so Droftus is coming. But those soft tyres are going to start screaming no more fairly soon for Droftus, so I expect him to be one of the first to stop. As Boomster and LP are both in the pits at the moment. See on this here on the left hand side. Mazepin doing a decent job in 5th for Golf Racing. Still being chased by Callum Tyler in the Rockstar car. Extremist getting a few places there, but just a few guys still in the pit. Total Peas has picked up a penalty actually in the lead here. As I said, I will run through them later. We're not going to worry too much about them now. So Extremist now 7th, Bloomster 8th. All just being overtaken by Willem, another reserve driver. So the battle of the reserves here for 8th and 9th. William just getting the best of it for the moment. We've got Allshot down in 10th. Excess not having the best of races down there in 11th. Ramsell in 12th. Bannister in 13th. PWS just getting up into 14th. And LP just exiting the pits. And he's gone for the hards. So the first person to select a hard tyre in this race is LP. He should be okay to the end. Bearing in mind we don't get any safety cars or anything else, so that's what he's thinking. He's going to try and go to the end. We've got a yellow in sector 3. It is one of the reserve cars. Willem. Did he lose a wing there? It's a bit of a late entry into the pit lane as we jumped on board. Willem is retired from the session in the pit lane. So it's a pit and quit from Willem. But he's a reserve driver. So not sure he can get any penalty points, but that is a penalty point situation. Don't personally like to see it, to be honest with you. I don't actually have good words to say about people that pit and quit. Best to keep my mouth shut before I get in trouble though. I don't want to upset people on purpose, but you know, we're all here to race. There's plenty of people that want seats. People that just turn up and pit and quit. It's not really acceptable in my book. Just because you're not winning or it's not going well, it's no excuse to pit and quit or to quit at all, or to give up. The race is 36 laps long, we're only on lap 15, anything can happen. Safety cars bring you back into a race. We could have weather, we could have absolutely anything. You do not give up until the fat lady sings or waves that checkered flag, in my personal opinion. But let's move on from my rant. I'll get off the soapbox. Total Peas is still leading this one, 14 lap old medium from Iron Sloth, also on 14 lap old medium from 14 lap old medium energetics. Droftus now, he's dropped back a bit, so those soft tyres, as I said a couple of laps ago, probably just at the cliff now, and I think he's going to pit here. He is indeed, so Droftus has pulled the pin, he's in the pits. Total Peas is in the pits too, actually. So Total Peas 15 laps on the mediums, Droftus 15 laps on the softs. Peas has gone and put the hards on. I'm not 100% sure that that's the best thing in terms of grip. Longevity, yes. I don't think for the grip. But he had to do something. It's on the medium, so you have to run at least 2 different tyre compounds, so he needed to have gone to the softs or the hards, so Total Peas going to the hards. So Sloth's taking the lead here from Energetics. Callum Tyler now up to 3rd. He's in 4th, Drofter's in 5th. Mazepin is pitted as well, he's on 1 lap on softs now. He's in 6th, Bloomster's in 7th. Allshot down in 8th, Extremist in 9th. Excess in P10, Ramsell in 11th. Bannister in 12th. PWS in 13th, LP in 14th. We've lost 4 cars, Willem, Andy, Chewy and Canuck Chaos. 1 reserve driver, 1 team Jaguar, 1 team Golf, 1 team Rockstar. Oh, hello, my boy. 2-5, nice to see you, son. 2-5 in the chat, cheering on the monster cars. Nice to have you along, 2-5. Yes, you're not mistaken, it is Housey on the comms. Back to back in today. Oh, as LP loses it. Turn 1, there's that turn 1 again. We kept saying through qualifying, and we've seen a couple of times in the race. The reset to track there as well, I believe, from LPE, which is also not allowed. So, quite clearly, people not reading the rules. Another one of my soapbox things, but I've only just got off it, so I'm not going to get back on it again. It's all on the stream. Admins will do their job. Stewards will do their jobs. So I am Sloth. Disqualified from pit lane. Bannister. Where is he? There he is. What was he doing? They're dropping like flies. Sloth still leads this one, 17-lap-old mediums from Energetics. Also yet to pit, Callum Tyler yet to pit in P3. Total Peas is the first of the pitted cars on those hard tyres. We have a virtual safety car. That is, oh, who was that? The Extremist DNF. That was on the exit of turn 4, I believe. Good night, guys. See you in the morning. Right, kids going to say good night. Right, darling. Careful. Right, see you in the morning. Good night, darling. Sorry. It's one of my children in a lot. Coming to say good night for bed. I might have a break for the other one. Coming to say good night shortly, but it's just the way it is, I'm afraid. So, Sloth still leading. He's also got a penalty as well now. Energetics. He needs to keep this one clean for his best chance of winning this race. Total P's now moved himself up past Callum Tyler. Those mediums are pretty sure are starting to go off on Callum Tyler's car. And he's just starting to struggle a little bit with them. Right on board, so if you can see. Yeah, very understeery there. Picks up a penalty for his troubles. We've only got 12 runners left. Very disappointing, I do have to say. It's an invite-only league here. As Callum Tyler gets passed by Drofters. Surely he's not going to fight him back. He wouldn't be wise to. Drofters going through. Whoever's car that is. Bozza! Bozza's in the chat. Nice to see you, lad. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Checking on your European counterpart. Bozza, another Australian driver. Like 2.5 we heard a minute ago. So those boys getting involved, coming to see him, cheering on their teams, because this is all about the team emphasis on this league, Formula 4 racing. As I said earlier at the start of the stream, these boys, even though there's an Oceania and a European side, they are racing for a combined championship as Drofters sets the fastest lap for 105.0. The Drofters really on the push now on those mediums. But yep, they are all racing for a combined Constructors Championship. So it's nice for the other side of the world to tune in, see what their long distance teammates are getting up to. Let's give them a little bit of a rundown, shall we? So I Am Sloth is leading this one in the Rockstar car from the Hello Kitty car of Energetics, both yet to pit. Total P's for Jaguar Racing is first of the stoppers. He's on the hard tyre, he's in P3. Drofters, poor qualification, but he's up to 4th. In the Hello Kitty car, we've got the Rockstar car of Callum Tyler in 5th. Mazepin for Golf Racing in 6th. We've got the reserve driver of Bloomster in 7th. We've got the Monster Energy car of Allshot Down in 8th. Monster Energy teammate of XS in P9. Hello Kitty car in 10th of Ramsell. And we've got the 2 Jaguars PWS and LPE 11th and 12th. I'm sure PWS is actually, I'm not sure he's 100% in control of his car. Seems to be a bit of a ghosting Jaguar out there somewhere. Drofters now got the lead. So Sloth has pitted, he's put on the softs there, you can see it. So Drofters takes over the lead here. But he's under pressure from Pease. Let's go back to Pease and have a bit of a ride on board. Jaguar Racing, Total Pease versus Drofters in the Hello Kitty. Drofters on the medium tyre though, Pease on the hard. I'm not sure Drofters will be able to get these mediums all the way. He might need to stop again. We've got the yellow in sector 1, that's out the first turn again, and it is, who is that? That is LP, and I'm sure just by the dot, the way it jumped back on, I'm sure that's another reset track. Drofters goes fastest again with a 104.9. So Drofters really trying to stretch his legs now. We're 22 laps in, we have 14 laps to go. No safety cars yet, we've had a couple of VSCs, no safety cars, so on that front it's been good. But we have lost 2, 4, 6 drivers from this session. As I was touching on earlier, it isn't invite only league this, so the level of driving should be right up there. I'm a little disappointed with some of them, to be honest. It happens though, it is racing, we all make mistakes. The last couple of races, I think here and on the Australian side of it. What is this? Where's that again? There's LP again, losing it. In the last corner, so it's really not going right for LP tonight. Some of these guys, and again, there we go, lost it turn 1, and that is his race finally over. So we lose LPE. Turn 1 again, that treacherous turn 1 that I have said before, and I shouldn't have opened my mouth because we now have a safety car. So this is now going to spice things up. Drofter's currently in the lead, P second, Sloth third, Mazepin 4th, Bloomster 5th, all shot down, was in 6th, but he called this pit stop perfectly. I do say so myself. So Energetic is 6th, Callum's now in 7th, Walcott down 8th, XS 9th, Ramsell 10th, 11th is PWSN. That's the only runners we've got left. Although we do offer a different point scoring system here in Formula 4. You do score points if you finish the race all the way down to P20. Obviously if you don't finish the race then you do not get any points. And some of these guys that haven't finished the race, not only are they not getting any points, there might be penalty points coming for pit and quit or retiring out on the track. I'm sure of it. To drop this under Delta, got to keep the Delta. He's going to pit. So let's see what he's going to put on. Is he going to stick on another set of mediums here? Or is he going to go soft? What did he do start on softs? He's done about 15 laps I think. We've got, what, 11 to go, so it should be the softs going on. It is. Softs going on for Drofters. For P's. Sloth's taken back over the lead here. He'd only picked a couple of laps ago, so worked into Sloth's hands. Won't go shooting past the safety car, Sloth. They're both missing tonight. Bozza, no pillars and no Glock. Not sure where they are, they're MIA. To be honest, I wasn't supposed to be doing commentary here, I was supposed to be behind the wheel, but our regular commentator for the European Division couldn't make it tonight, so I've pulled out the team player pants and I have stepped in for what is now my second comms of the day. So most people putting the softs on, Mazepin's put the mediums on now. I don't know quite what's going on here. Let's have a quick rundown. Sloth in P1 with the softs. Drofters P2 with a fresh set of softs. Sloth's done two laps on his. Drofters then soft, fresh set of softs, P2. Total P's right behind him, but with a penalty on a fresh set of softs. Energetic got himself up into P4 on 2 lap old softs. 2 lap old softs on Callum Tyler's car. Brand new softs on all shot down. Brand new softs on Bloomster's, the reserve driver. Mazepin got a brand new set of mediums. XS got a brand new set of softs. And he's going to be looking to get back into this fight now after not the best of races for XS. Ramsell 2 not having the best of days, but the safety car's going to bunch him up, so he's back in contention. PWS also going to be back in contention. He's on a fresh set of mediums. So 2 guys on the mediums, Mazepin and PWS. Unfortunately though, those soft tyres, everyone on soft tyres is going to have an advantage here, and with the laps we're going to have remaining, it's going to be like a 10-11 lap dash, maybe less. I think these guys on the mediums are going to struggle to be up there at the front end. So let's have a quick look at these penalties. So I have Sloth 3 second penalty in P1, Total P 3 second penalty in P3. Callum Tyler's got a 3 second penalty in P5, all shot down with 8 seconds worth of penalties. Mazepin's got a drive-through penalty, that must have been speeding under the safety car, so that's going to hurt him. I'm not sure if he's got any other time penalties. Drive-through automatically overwrites it. XS with 3 seconds and Ramsell with 3 seconds as well. So only 1, 2, 3, 4 clean drivers at this point in time in the race, with 11 laps to go. Position changes then, so Droftus and Pease were up 9 and 10 places in P2 and P3. Great drives from both of them, but they did have a shocker of a qualifying session. Both out in that Q2 session, most unlike them. They gained the most places. Highest loser really is Excess, down 4 places of what we've got left in the race. Bozza suggesting that maybe the mediums might not drop off as much as I suggested. They might just have a little bit extra at the end, which is a good point, Bozza. I just think the gap that some of these guys would have made, especially Sloth, Droftus, Pease, Energetics at the front, I don't think there's going to be any catching them, to be honest. I might be proved wrong. Normally once I said something, I'm proved wrong, so you watch now. One of the medium runners will go on and win it. Let's have a look at the stops. 1 stop from Sloth, 2 stops from Droftus, 2 stops from Pease, 1 stop from Energetics, 1 stop from Callum Tyler, 2 stops for All Shot Down and Bloomster, also Excess, 3 stops for Ramsell, 2 stops for Mazepin and PAWSN. Safety car is going to be in this lap. Fastest lap, that's what I was looking for. Let's have a look, actually that's in this one. Fastest lap currently held by Sloth with a 1:04.7, but keep an eye out for that one changing, seeing as there's a few guys on fresh softs here. I'm going to come off of Sloth, just in case anybody's watching the stream. We don't like to give anyone too much of an insight. Change the camera as well. So Sloth now, he is basically the safety car. Down to him when he goes. Warming up those tyres. Watch for Droftus here. Oh, Pease nearly smashes Droftus in the back. Pease getting a run here. I think that was before the line, so he gives it up. Sensible bit of driving by Pease. Keep an eye on the tree on the left hand side for whatever I miss. I am flying solo at the moment. Droftus is having a good look at the back of Sloth. Still holds it though, Droftus. The rubbish camera angle, I hate that one, so we'll get rid of that. We're on board with Total Pease in 3rd place. Again, Droftus just got to sit here, keep tabs with Sloth, keep it clean, got no penalties at the moment, and Droftus is going to take the win here. Let's have a look, sector 2, yellow, can't see anything on the map though. We'll run still with these guys at the front, still Sloth and Droftus and Pease. Have a little flip back, see who else is doing what. Energetics trying to catch on to the back of these 3. In really these 4 for most of the race. Sloth under pressure now. No DRS active yet, but Droftus still has a good line. Look at Pease though, getting the double draft. And here we go, is he going to go from 3rd to 1st? He's looking for it. This is going to be a move. He's going to get it as well. Oh, good exit. Thanks, Bozza. Bozza in Australia. Off to work now. Sorry, son. We've all got to do it, though. Nice to have had you here for a bit. Thanks for supporting us on the European side here. Do take care of yourself, mate. We'll see you soon. So Droftus, Pease and Sloth going wheel to wheel here. Some brilliant racing. Keeping it clean. Is what I said earlier about some of the best drivers around. This is more like it. The guys at the front really showing their class. So Pease takes the lead away from Sloth. A couple of laps newer tyres, and that might be the reason behind it, to be honest. Droftus now got to be having a look on Sloth. He knows he's got to keep tabs with Pease if he wants to win this race. He will be aware that he is penalty free, so he doesn't want to make any silly mistakes, but he needs to stay in touch with these guys. Who is that down the back? Let me just have a scroll down, sorry, I'm just noticing this car here, Mazepin. Well down now. Front three has gapped Energetic slightly. Energetic doing his best to hang on to the coattails of Grotters. All shot down, doing a good job in P5. He's up as high as 4th early on in the race. I think dropped down to about 9th, 10th if I can remember rightly. He's back up to 5th, so good drive from all shot down. Callum Tyler also having a decent drive. The Rockstar car in P6. Oh my god, I need to stop saying things. All shot down gets a time penalty after I've just bigged him up. Ramsdell, see, as I said a couple of laps back, he was down in about 10th, I think, up to 7th now. That safety car really got him back into it. Currently 6 laps left. We've done 30. We've lost 2, 4, 6, 7 drivers. We've lost LP, Reed, Extremist, William, Andy, Chewy, Canet Chaos and the Bannister in this race for one reason or another. I'm just going to harp on about it. Got a yellow in sector 3. Safety car, whoa, why have we got a safety car? Who's that? It's round. It's one of the kitty cars. It won't let me select it, so who is it? It's right on board here with XS. It's Drofters. No! It's Drofters. What has happened there? I'm very sorry, I've missed that. I'll give everyone else a bit of airtime as well. But Drofters has made a mistake, or he's had contact at the front. There's his car on the right hand side. It looks like it's missing a front wheel. So the exit of turn 8 there, I'm guessing that was going to be a side-by-side move. And he was racing up with Sloth. So maybe some contact with Sloth. Or the car behind him was his teammate in Energetics. I'd be very surprised if Energetics has got in the mix there on his teammate. So I think there could have been some contact with Sloth. Don't hold me to it. This is just purely a guess. Unless he has lost it from the dirty air of coming off the back of Sloth's car. But we have a safety car now. This is going to spice it up again now. We've got someone like XS, look, who's got fresh softs on. Bloomster, fresh softs on. Could this now play in the hands of their hands? Mazepin, fresh softs on. They're going to be bunched right back up again. Energetics, for instance, and Callum Tyler have got 9 lap old softs on. 6 or 7 lap old softs for the majority of the rest. And I do think Bill P, Sloth, Energetics, they've just had a bit too much pace for the rest of them here, obviously with Drofters as well. Andy in the early days, just a bit too much pace for the rest of them. But it's not all about who's quickest here, that is the whole idea, as I said earlier, about the pot system. We've got 4 pots of drivers, from fastest to the slowest, and they're all competing within their own individual pot system. And as I've also mentioned as well, obviously it's a bit more about the team game here. Back and look, his white dot stopped as the other white dot went past, so could have been a team collision. Oh really? Okay, so no, but give me a bit of a heads up in the chat. He's just gone back and had a look, saying that he went back in the stream and looked at the Drofters incident, and the white dot stopped as the other white went past, so it could have been a team collision between a Hello Kitty. That's not going to be a nice debrief if that was the case. This is just speculation from my point of view. I can't 100% guarantee what happened. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't intentional. We've only got 10 cars left in this race. So we've got a lot of DNFs or DSQs. Not what we want to see, to be honest. But that's another thing about this league racing. It's not about how fast you are all the time. You've got to be consistent, you've got to be clean, you've got to keep it penalty free, you've got to keep it out the barriers, you've got to keep it away from each other, you've got to know when to make a move, when to hold back. It's not just all about being the fastest guy on the track. It really isn't. most people think it is, but it definitely isn't. As I touched on earlier as well, obviously assists are a tricky situation. You can run pretty much what you want, but some run assists, some don't run assists, some run pads, some run wheels. My own personal opinion, pad and assists are generally quicker and more consistent, but they're certainly not as fun as a wheel. And personally me, I run a wheel with no assist, just the way I like it. I like to give myself a challenge. There's plenty of people bang on about, let's keep it to Formula 1 rules. Well, Formula 1 cars don't run ABS or traction control, so neither do I. But everyone is entitled to run what they want, and they do so. We are in the safety car, we've got 4 laps to go. It looks like the safety car's coming in this lap as Pease has dropped back, so we're not going to sit with Pease. Let's have a quick look at this penalty situation, sorry. 3 seconds for Pease, 3 seconds for Sloth, so Energetics now needs to just sit pretty, and he might be able to pick up this win. All shot down with 11 seconds of penalty, 3 seconds respectively for Callum, Ramsell and Excess. So Pease has dropped this, he's away. Caught the rest of the pack, sleeping a little bit. Sloth wasn't though. It's Pease from Sloth from Energetics. With 2 laps remaining, all shot down in 4th. Let's put back up that tyre actually, sorry, so we can see who's running what. Watch out for Excess, Bloomster and Mazepin, see if they can make headway. Currently 7th, 8th and 9th, but they're on the freshest tyres. Not good. I don't think, just looking at this, I don't think we've got any golf racing cars left in this race. So not a good evening for golf racing here. So we've got this Jaguar Racing of P's and PWS sandwich in the field. We've got the Rockstar Racing car of Sloth and Callum Tyler still in the race. We've got, oh actually there is a golf car, beg your pardon. So we've got Energetics and Ramsell for Hello Kitty. We've got the Monster Energy car of All Shot Down and Excess in the race, the 2 cars for them. Got 1 reserve, and there is the one and only golf racing car of Mazepin. And my apologies to the golf racing guys, we do still have 1 car out here racing at the moment, be it for 9th place, but he's still there. The wheels are still on the wagon, he's done better than some. P's now with a 2nd gap over Sloth, he's just pulling away. Where's Energetics? I don't think Energetics has got anything now to offer. I don't think he's going to really challenge Sloth and P's now. On the 35th out of 36 laps. Have a quick look at these position changes, shall we? These movers and shakers. Obviously, if there's anyone in the chat that wants to have a bit of a vote on driver of the day, get your driver of the day votes into me. Otherwise, we will go with a game or my personal opinion. Total P's up 12 places at the moment, so I think for me, he's going to take it. My vote at the moment, and I'm sure he'll take the game's vote as well. Droftus was having a great race up until that point though. We are now on the last lap though. I'll leave the position changes up there for anyone that wants to make a vote in the chat. Pease looks like he's got this one dialed in. Actually, let me just check the penalties, make sure they both are 3 seconds. Yep, so they are 3 seconds. Energetics just, is he going to make 2nd? I think he might just make 2nd here. Still within that window from Sloth, so it looks like Pease is going to win it. Looks like Energetics is going to be 2nd. Let's see now as we come across the line. So Pease up 12 places, takes the win. Sloth takes 2nd. Energetics, Energetics does them both in the end. He does just get past them both. So Energetics takes the win. Pease 2nd, Sloth 3rd. The reserve of Bloomster 4th. Callum Tyler, 5th. Didn't take long for those 10 cars to get across the line. Put me out slightly. Driver of the day, yep, Peas, gives it Peas. I'm certainly going to give it Peas. Anybody else has got a different opinion, then send it in. The guys on the podium will spray their champagne. And bear with me a couple of seconds here, because I'll take a picture of these results. And guys, if anyone is in the stream watching Energetic Peas or Sloth, I am in the comms box. So if you have been here before and you can get into the comms box, please do so. Enter the comms box if you would like a driver interview. There's me trying to find you, because it could be a bit difficult for me. I don't have quite a lot of you as my friends. Sloth gets the fastest lap of the race there, 1:04.7. Let's take a bit of a screenshot on here as well. So that was a highly exciting race. Round 4 of the Formula 4 in Austria. We'll see if anybody does join the comms box for an interview. The screen might go here for a second because Energetics has joined, so Total Peas and Sloth, if you're listening and can join the comms box, do so please. If you would like a driver interview, let me know. Here, screen might go for you a minute, guys. Bear with. Total Peas has joined the chat, so we're just waiting on Sloth here. See if Sloth wants to join. See if I can add Sloth, although we might be here anyway. It's already in the park, so are you here, Sloth?
Sloth can't, it's just replied to me.
He can't. Right, so I don't think Sloth's coming. So that leaves us then with our 3rd place driver, who was Sloth. Next up then was the 2nd place man, Total Peas. Total Peas, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yep.
Wow, what a race that was. Give us a bit of a summary from your perspective. Obviously, first across the line there, penalty takes you back down to 2nd, but after a bit of a disaster in qualifying, you fought your way up and got driver of the day as well there from the game and from myself. So good drive, good recovery drive from the qualifying performance. You must be happy with 2nd, or are you a little disappointed?
I'm not happy. I feel like I should have won. Like, this is only, what, 300s? I could have found that somewhere in the last 2 laps. But anyways, from wherever I qualified, I don't even know where I qualified, but it was a good result.
13th you qualified. So 13th to 2nd.
Points.
Yep, good solid points for the team as well. Lead Jaguar car as well. So I wouldn't be too hard on yourself about that one, Peas. I think you've done a sterling job there, my friend.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good drive. And we'll move on to our race winner then. Energetics. Energetics, did you think you was going to get that one there?
Yeah, from level 1, I knew it. I had it in the back, so yeah.
Oh, well, confidence coming through there from Energetics. Nice,
No.
like to hear it.
There was some difference like 5 minutes ago, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you did get that pole position slot, so a clean sweep. Pole position, the 2 points that go along with it, and the win, the points that go along with it. So
it was a hard fight, hard fought win, though.
Yes.
I hit the curb on turn 6, it was, I think, on the inside when I spun. I thought, okay, just recover, and then the safety car came. That really helped me.
yeah, safety car always. As I mentioned through streams to some of the guys that unfortunately quit out, anything can happen with the safety cars. You've got to stick in it, just like you did. You know, mistakes happen. Just got to get our head down, clear our head, and carry on, which you did beautifully well there. I wasn't sure you was quite going to get that win there, but you did take it. So congratulations on a nice clean sweep there. It was a bit of a toss-up really, probably between yourself and Total P's for driver of the day, but just on the sheer places that Total P's has. Yeah, Total P's made up some places. He had a poor qualifying. It's not where he expected to be. I mean, I'm sure he should have been around you in the qualifying, but a bit of a mistake from him in the qualifying. So unfortunately, he does take driver of the day. But very impressive race from you, Energetic. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
And we will see you again next week.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. What track is next week?
Well, bear with me there, Energetics, and I will
Japan.
tell. Yes, it is Japan. No, it's not. It's Bahrain.
Bahrain or Japan? I hate both tracks.
It's Bahrain.
I can't read.
It is Bahrain. So round 5 is Bahrain, followed then by Japan. So not too bad of a track next week. One you like, Energetics, or not?
No, Bahrain should be removed from the calendar.
Oh, okay. So, well, good job you got all these points in this week then. So
Yeah.
we'll keep an eye out next week then.
Two races.
Good team points there though. Well done. Congratulations again, Energetics, and we will see you next week in Bahrain. Congratulations. So, congratulations to all our drivers, all of our finishers, all 10 of them. We did lose quite a few drivers in that race, but just to recap, Energetics taking the win from Total P's, from I Am Sloth, from Bloomster, the reserve driver in 4th, so a good drive from him. Callum Tyler come home 5th, Ramsel in 6th, XS in 7th, Allshot down in 8th, Mazepin in 9th, and our last of the runners, PWS, brought the car home in 10th. Well, that was an exciting race. After a bit of a late caller, hopefully you all enjoyed the stream. This has been, hello there, how is he? Streaming for you for Formula 4 Racing League. We do hope you have enjoyed it. You can catch us every Monday. Australian side of the division is in the morning UK time, obviously evening for the guys on the other side in Oceania, and then you can catch us at 8 o'clock here in the European side. So from me, till then, we'll see you again. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.